Excuse me. Hello, swivel heads. How are y'all doing? Holy smoke. I'm gonna have to mute this microphone in a second here. There we go. Caught that just in time. Sorry to start out my video coughing, but that's what happens. Sometimes these things kind of, once you start to go live, they take a life of their own. So how's everybody doing? So for those who have not watched the live session on Green Greg's, let me be clear. These live sessions are about community. These are a chance, this is a time for my subscribers to be able to come together in a community, because we're living in a world which we often can't have community. We have all these distances and rules. A lot of families just aren't getting together. Well, we can be a family here without any issues about social distancing or any worries about those kind of things. And in fact, that's what most of the people that come in my chats do. We get in here and we chat and we have a good time. And that's really what it's about. It's just an opportunity to chat. I get questions about everything under the sun. And I do cover a wide, broad range of topics on my channel, which is a no-no, according to most YouTube creators and people that teach YouTubeology. They tell you, keep your topics, your focus on your channel very extremely narrow. It would probably be a lot bigger channel if I obeyed that. Or maybe I should split off and make many other channels. I do have one other channel, and I'm starting another one. I just haven't posted to it yet. Yeah. So I have Galactic Grigs for space, and I have Product Papas coming out, which will be about product reviews. I've done a video for it. I just haven't posted it yet. So just keep your eyes open. That'll be coming soon. So let me see how many people's in the room and what kind of chat might be going on. Let's see here. Sometimes I have, oh, we got chat in here. And Mary Hoos, you're the first in the house. I think you were the first on my last video too. So hello, swivel heads. How are y'all doing? We got Mary Hoos. We get Catherine Sigurd. How do you say that? Sigurdson. I hope I got that right. Janet Clunk. And let's see, Catherine says, the amputation of my friend's finger went well. Ouch. We got 15 people watching in the room. All right, so guys, let's start getting some thumbs up. And let's see. Mojo Palms. Aloha. Oh, aloha to you. M. King. Evening, Greg. Moving in the AM to my last stand. Well, we still got here 28 minutes of the 19th of March left. And for those that don't know, this is kind of a special day for me. On time, excited to hang out. All right, good. Well, I was a little late getting started here because I was actually wrapping up my dinner kind of late here. As you know, I just did another video, and you know, I've been getting a lot of my videos up too late, and it really hurts the performance. But you know, I work during the day and I have so many things going on. It gets to be a real challenge for me to post videos. Really, what YouTube indicates to me is that the best time for me to post would usually be about 5 p.m. But I'm still working at 5 p.m. It takes time to put a story together. Sometimes I have done stories the day before and posted them the next day. I'm so far behind on stories, I just need to, I feel like I want to get something up every day. Maybe I should wait. But Saturday, Sunday, neither one of those are really good days to post some of these topics I post about what's going on in the world. They're not so good. Sunday is actually pretty good. Sunday things can do well. I do want to do a video about Iran, and another video, a couple of videos about China. I got a couple of topics to cover on these things. Meteor coming. Hey, you know what? We're going to go look at that in a little bit, okay? We're going to go over and look at it. We're going to spaceweather.com here in a little bit. I just figured we'd chat some first. So I just posted a video about North Korea. Little Kim. You know, a lot of people kind of forget Little Kim lately. Hello, all the sun, excuse me. So Dan, I'm late, Greg. Your time is our time. Well, no, you're not late. So yeah, I started just about 4 or 5, you know, about 4 minutes late myself on this because I was thinking around with the controls to get started. So why is this a special day for you? Well, Lori, it just is. Yeah, it's one of those days. So yeah, it's got to do with arrival on Earth. You know what I mean? Amanda got it. Excuse me. Pardon me, guys. I ate something cold a minute ago. Yep. Thank you, Amanda. That's it. I'm 7 today. and anyway, so all right, guys. So we'll go to space weather here in a little bit. So Amanda, how are things doing down there? So we're hit equinox. So you should be getting done with your hot summer you've had, about to move into autumn. So how's it feeling down in Australia, Amanda? Indeed, the 19th of March is my birthday. Comet Leonard should be quite a treat. Colors in the tail. There you go. Woohoo, looking good. Well, thank you. Just sitting here in camos and an old, I don't know, it's not a little special color shirt here. Kind of goes with camo. If you want to wear camo, you want to wear something kind of drab. Or sometimes I wear my yellow shirt. I had a red shirt on yesterday because it got kind of chilly. So Lori Otto, I was wondering if it was your birthday. It is. So Lori is just, she's close by. She's visiting me at the farmer's market. KB, happy birthday. Green Greg's in town. Oh, thank you, KB. And Carlene, thank you. So, see, I spend my birthday. I spend it with my best friends, y'all. And Vicky Savage, many blessings. Thank you. So this is a good way to spend our time as amongst friends. So that's that's a good way to have a celebration, right? You day as always. Greeting from Maine. Hope everyone was well and happy birthday, Greg. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Janet Clouch, thank you. Catherine, thank you. Wow. And I got to go back to some videos and leave some comments. A lot of people wish me happy birthday in comments or the videos. Your full GLD, is that gold? New South Wales. Cost family are under, and I'm waiting for the rain to hit a shark infested lake. Shark nursery, so to say. Thousands of them. Wow. Excuse me, guys. I haven't got my throat clear yet. I just actually ate something just right before this video, and I haven't got it all cleared out. Hang on. More coffee. Well, that coffee's kind of, yeah, it's cooked a little. It's extra cooked. Woo! I threw in too many coffee grounds. That's not filled it a little too hot. I spilt more than I meant to in it. So this is some strong coffee. I make strong coffee, but this is like extra strong. Shall we remember its birthday and ignore which one? Don't matter. Happy birthday and always. Well, thank you, all the sun. Man, the 1.5 meter flooding measured on my lawn. What? 2005 last flood. Do you have that now? 1.5 meters? Jeez, Amanda. 1.5 meters right now. That's a lot of water. Holy smoke! I thought we got rain. Wow, this is from rain. Oh, you're laughing. It's a lot of rain, girl. 1.5 meters. That is a flood. Are you next to a river, Amanda? I used to live in Paint Rock Valley. The Paint Rock River was usually a small river. Most of the time you could walk across it, but sometimes it would flood. I mean, way high, way out of its banks, way up the fields, across the road even sometimes. I will be eating. All right, we're going to be eating alligators and sharks. Talked about sharks above. Are you talking about getting ate by sharks, or are you going to be eating sharks? Vicky, Greg, y'all leave them poor frogs outside. They don't belong in your throat. Well, the frogs were kind of quiet tonight. They weren't making as much racket. If they were, we would have had a side of frogs with our show tonight. I went from my phone and went outside and done the show. But it was kind of quiet, and it's kind of cool. The lake is 50 meters. 50 meters deep, 50 meters away from the house, 50 meters over the banks. GF, girlfriend? GF, 50 meters. Go figure. Yes, the ocean is 6 streets east. Oh, yeah, you're right there on the ocean. Wow, girl, must be nice. I know you do at the beach a lot. I will film the fun. All right, sounds good. Hey, Foster, how you doing? Thank you. You can always catch the sharks and chop them up for fertilizer, says Jason Neighbors. There you go. Well, you know, you get some good eating out of it too. West of home. How you doing, my fellow wizard, Jason? All right, guys. So we got 31 in the room now. Yoo-hoo. All right, guys, let's get some more thumbs up. It helps with my Al Gore, who has no rhythm. West of home. Tell you what. 31 in the room. Wolfman Jackal. Hello, good peeps and Greg. Flake is good eating. The shark flake. Yeah, I knew you meant good. I think there's a fair delay before that time y'all type and I see it here. Show the love. Yeah, thank you, all the sun. I said, I know if you would want to eat a bull shark. I don't know. Are they pretty gristly? Man, adrenaline started pumping in events. So you jump. So your adrenaline's pumping because you're jumping over the sharks. Yikes. Yeah, if you're getting flooded from a river that's full of sharks, yeah. Yee. Hey, Ellen Story, how you doing? Perry. Yeah, hey, there was a guy in our last chat session who kept making a lot of ruckus and challenging us, and you know, he was challenging everything. He started that one. Well, what was the chat all about? How come we didn't do this? How come we didn't cover that? Then he started attacking me for my views about space, and you know, he's made certain statements, and so I just went and showed a video. So, hey, guy, come on, how can that be? I showed a Skylab video where people moving. He said everybody was held by harnesses. Yeah, right. I showed him a Skylab video where these guys had room to move around, and they're just tumbling every, 6 degrees of freedom every which way. Ain't no way they were held by harnesses. So he got mad about that. And it turns out, he said, well, I'll show you some videos. So I went in later and I looked at the chat session, and suddenly he's in there accusing me of taking down videos he posted. He didn't post anything. He was just in there making accusations. So you know what I did? Bye-bye. He's banned from the channel. I gave him all kind of chances to force the video. I talked to him, tried to be nice to him, gave him all kind of chances. He basically accused me of lying, and then he goes in the chat session and starts accusing me of stuff. All right, he stepped on my last straw. I said, bye-bye. He's gone. Hate to do that. One with Nature, just dropping by to say happy birthday. Well, thank you, One with Nature. So Amanda says, makes you feel small being engulfed in water. Yeah, we really are small enough. Just in this world, and when you consider how small this world is in our solar system, how small our solar system is in the galaxy, and when we think how vast our galaxy is, but in the universe, it's very small. And even our universe could be very small in the multiverse. And we may have multiverses of multiverses. Think about it. Isn't that amazing? We are, but yet our ideas, our love, our heart, is big. That we can look at the universe and comprehend it, to consider it, to see it, to appreciate it. Isn't that beautiful? We give eyes and ears to the universe. The creation of the greater creator. He enables us to give it appreciation, and it's his own handiwork. And we can appreciate him through seeing that handiwork and his powers, and the vastness of it is all the more intriguing that a greater creator could have created such vast expanses, and we see only a little bit of it. even with our best telescopes and space probes, a tiny fraction. Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. Gypsy B, you know, Gypsy B. She says, good evening all. So I could have said, Gypsy be good. There's evening all. Dan says, sending you a happy birthday, Northern Light Time lapse video. Ooh, nice. Check it out. Ah, there's so much. I'm getting a lot of messages today. So cows are an issue. Really? Cows are an issue in Australia, or just people are saying they're making too much greenhouse gas? Mary Hoos. Well, thank you, Mary. Jason, in the grand scheme of things, you are more important than you know, but not as important as you think. Very good, Jason. Bravo. Craziness. Okay, Amanda. Wolfman Jackal, man, I know what you mean. I've been pulled out to sea. Oh, yeah, that's scary. Get caught in a riptide. You always go swim across it, right? And yet he created all of it, says Vicky, and knows every star by name and each grain of sand and every hair on your head, too. Wendy Loom. Hello, Greg, and happy birthday. Why? Hello, and thank you, Wendy Loom. Mandy. Mate, the ocean I respect. It's awesome. You are here, then, matey. Yeah, yeah. Amen. The ocean is something. Yeah. I traveled a lot of times down to, I've been to, the West Coast, the Gulf Coast. I've been out in the ocean in the Gulf Coast, 200 miles out trying to launch rockets from balloons. And that's the farthest I've been out in the ocean. I've flown over the ocean, of course. I mean, I've been to Italy and been to, I've been to the Moscow. Of course, I flew south to the Virgin Islands and other places. So I've been over the ocean, gone over it, going to Alaska. Been in it, been at the shores. Most ocean I've been to, most times either the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic, especially off the shore of Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach is right there close to the Kennedy Space Center. And so I've seen a few rockets launch, but not a whole lot from there. For a long time, the biggest rocket I ever saw launch was one I launched. I'd worked on them. I didn't always go to see them launch. So, yeah, we just had a motor firing of the Space Launch System core stage yesterday, and I covered it on my Galactic Grades channel. And I did a video prior to that on the landing and then subsequent explosion of Starship 10 that SpaceX did. I never put the video up though because I had too much editing to do and I just didn't have time to deal with it. It's just the way it is for me. I got so much going on. And sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I'll actually invest a lot of time to produce the video, but I just don't quite enough to finish it. I got a lot of things I'm juggling, guys. That's one reason I'm so late posting a lot of videos, and it really hurts because if you look, my viewership on videos has dropped quite a bit. My revenues from AdSense has dropped like a rock. I mean, it was up here, and now it's like way down here. I mean, it's dropped like a rock because I'm not posting as many, and I'm posting them later. I'm just, it's a lot of work, and I've got a lot of things going on. It's just not easy to do, especially if you got to edit something. But it is what it is. I appreciate what I get. I appreciate you guys. I got some of the best, most loyal viewers here. Gaines Rose, how you doing, buddy? Says, oh my God, don't curse. It's a family channel, but since you're a mod, I guess it's okay. Okay, who's cursing? All right, guys, let's watch our language. Let's be clean. So, Skinkum draft as a current heir or an impression of forced recruitment into the armed forces. Okay, Vicky, I don't follow. I don't follow that one. Draft as in a current affair or as impression. I'm not following that, Vicky. All right. Jesse says hello from afar. Hello, Jesse. James Crouch. Icktrek.com worth a look. They may charge Extra to take flat Earth folks to the poles. There you go. Take them to the poles. Yeah. So what's going on, man? Says DeFellow. DeFellow. That's a heck of a name. How about a A1 and no real ammo? Yeah, don't do you no good. How about one without the A1 where you don't have the forward assist? I had one of those in my arms ring when I was in the Army. Turned it in. It's just, you know, hey, you need that forward assist, you know, those things to get that bolt seated sometimes. That's what it's for. That's why it is the A1. It's got that forward assist on. But I had one that didn't. Even in the late 1970s in my arms ring. Got rid of it though. All right, Eric Court, how you doing, buddy? Big halo to you too. Glad to see you live, says the fellow. Ellen says, Wolfman asked us about do we remember a drift? All right. Okay, guys, let's all be nice. All right, let's do something. Let's go to space weather, okay? Gotta go. I'm actually reading this everything from the screen that you guys are. Top Knot, hello, buddy. There you go, Top Knot. We're in here to be family. Well, we got 58 in the room now, so we're picking up. Maybe a good time to go check out space weather. What do y'all think? I want to go check out space weather. Let's see what this asteroid is doing coming around. And what I need to do, I need to change this screen before I go share. That's why I have a bunch of nested mirrors. All right, hang on, guys. Bear with me one moment, please. I wonder what Lily Tomlin used to say when she was the operator on Roy and Martin's Laughing. On that show she was on. One momentum, please. And she'd go through her little switch network. Who remembers that? Who knew that's what I was saying when I kept saying it for a while? One momentum, please. Did I say it right? I'm sure some of you will be correcting me now. Lily Tomlin. Who remembers her? Who remembers her sitting in this giant chair looking so small? All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. I got myself distracted. What am I going to do here? Oh, yeah, we're going here, I think. Oh, I'm already there. No, I'm not. I'm in the wrong spot. Give me a second, guys. I get my head screwed on here. Distracting myself. Here we go. Bing. I believe y'all got it now. Y'all should see this. All righty, guys. We're in spaceweather.com right here. And look at that aurora there. Isn't that pretty? That red, that is some oxygen. The colors of Arctic oxygen. And I have seen a really good aurora. Most of the auroras that you see in Alaska just look like green veils hanging in the sky. And I have looked south to see them, east, west, every direction from there. But it wasn't so often you'd see them like this back when I was there in the early 80s. But there was one night it was like the good Lord poured out, knocked over his paint set in the sky and took his hands and smeared it everywhere. That was beautiful. And that was the night I went and saw Gerard K. O'Neill, the father of the space colony concept at Fairbanks University. The University of Alaska Fairbanks campus, I should say. Fireball alert. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, we got a big coronal hole coming out of the sun. That means there's a lot of solar wind. As always, when you look at these recent and upcoming Earth asteroid encounters, you always notice there's tons of close calls, but they're always in the past. We see them except that one, after they go by, and they're usually the tiny ones. You know, they weren't detected until they went zipping by one. And we got them now. And they'll always have this year number on them. Those you see that to 2021, those are this year's discoveries. Well, we got a bunch of 2021s. We're finding a lot of stuff this year. And that's always the case. And we always see in the past, and they're usually tiny ones. There's an exception. Now this is the closest one coming by that we're seeing in the forecast here. It's not that big though, but 16-meter diameter. Yeah, that could make a wallop. And it's coming in between the Earth and the Moon, a little more than halfway on the Moon side, 0.6 lunar distance. So on a scale of 1 to 10, that's a sixth. Okay, guys, that's 6/10 of the distance between the Earth and the Moon. So There we go. It's like 6 times the distance out to our geosynchronous satellites. To give you some perspective, geosynchronous satellites are the ones that take a day to go around the Earth. That's why they are geosynchronized to the surface of the Earth. So then we look over here. We see this one. This is the one everybody's concerned about here, because it's a big one. 1,024 meters. No, we would not want that one to hit us. Fortunately, it is over 5 times the moon away. So it's a very, very slim chance this one's going to hit us, guys. So this is the one that's got people excited about coming by this weekend. So it'll be coming by on Sunday. So let's go take a look at it. Boom. And now here we are at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory website. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool how the internet just can take us all over the place and all the crazy stuff we can look at? Of course, if you don't believe space is real, you're not buying this, are you? Well, if that's the case, tough nuggies, guys. Tough nuggies. Let's see now. We'll look at orbital elements. Bam, let's click on that. Oh. Usually we can play these things around and see. We can click it a little bit at a time. Yeah, see, there's Earth and here's that asteroid. See, it's close. Now it's past us. So if you look down here in the date, 325. So if we click back to 321, whoa, I went too far. Well, I hit the play button, that's why. Let's go play it the other way. Where are we at now? Well, you're not here yet. Up, step it back. There we are. That's the close approach. I'm going to zoom in on this thing some more. Let's get this thing bigger out. There we go. So there it is. It's closest to us there. We can step it back. And we can step it back forward. Yeah, this is coming at us almost right angles. Yeah, it would not be a pretty picture if we went kabooey together. On this chart, at this scale, it looks like it's about to hit us, but it's still, you know, Earth is not a little bitty pinpoint, guys. And that pinpoint is probably exaggerated on this scale, to be quite frank about it. See, Jupiter is also a pinpoint. And for this scale, that's probably bigger than it really is. The planets, the distances between them are far apart. Planets, even the biggest ones, really aren't that big compared to the distances between them. Space is mostly space in the solar system, and even in the atoms and particles within your own body, it's mostly just empty space. Isn't that amazing? It's the forces that make things seem bigger. It's just totally amazing. Now, wait to let me zoom in. So now you can move this stuff around. Let's do that. Here we go. We'll go this way. This is the best way to look at it. Let's do this. Ding, 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 ding. We'll walk it back forward. I wish I could zoom in. Let's see. How do you do that? No, we'll just make it bigger again. And we'll walk to it, except my zoom controls from the platform here are getting in the way of the controls to run this software. Every time I reach up to grab them, it comes down. So there, okay, guys. And check the date in the lower left corner. This is today, which is probably already yesterday and that by now. Here's the 20th, 21st. See, they're right on top. The Earth and this asteroid are right on top of each other. But fortunately, that should not be the case. So we see the close encounter Sunday. And we walk away from it. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're off. Crosses Mercury's orbit. Back across Mercury's orbit, but it's on the other side of the sun from Mercury, way behind Venus, and out it goes. So one of these days, this asteroid could smack into any of these planets here, and that's what happens over time. Is the planets sweep these objects out of the solar system. eventually one of these planets is liable to have a collision with this Mercury. See, this crosses the orbit of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So any of these planets could have eventually a collision with this asteroid. It will not be trivial, as this thing is over 1,000 meters in diameter, 1,024 if I recall. They don't make it out anywhere near the orbit of Jupiter, which is this orbit. See, Mars and Jupiter are far apart. There's an asteroid built in here. And this guy probably originated from this asteroid belt. Something perturbed it, kicked it into the inner solar system. Now, eventually, it'll probably hit something. Or it's possible one of the planets might give it a boost and kick it out. Jupiter's good for doing such things. All right, so let's bring her back in. Let's come back out of here. Go back to spacey weather. Class M and Class X sun flares are both showing around 1%, which is pretty low, thankfully. All right, guys. There's your space weather. You like to see that in Aurora. Look at that, guys. So we get down. I want to see the jury. I was hoping that other picture would come up. Yeah, look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of like what I saw that time. Look at it, like the good Lord knocked his paint set over and spilled it everywhere. And then he was reaching in his hands and playing with it. Yeah, I saw an aurora like that once. That was pretty awesome. All right, we'll stop this share. Hey, hello. And got a rocket from a balloon and off we go. All right, let's see what's everybody saying here. Let me scroll back. Oh, we got 62 in the room. Very good. Very good. All right. And I'm waiting for the sun to make a scene. Is it you before sunrise there? Hey, Uncle Greg, good to see you again. Okay, Fanika, good to see you. Yeah, I thank God for letting me breathe air and not water. There you go. Wolfman. James, this could be important information on the coming gateway platform. Top knot. Howdy. Gil GH at Eric Court. Good to see you. There you go. Yeah. Vicky's observation about Putin, yeah, he was KGB. That's definite. Probably, let's see, life a hologram. Well, some people think the whole universe is a hologram. Golden goat. You know, Senator Proxmire used to have a Golden Fleece Award, which most often gave to NASA. And Wolfman Jackal, DRFT. What is that? Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Golden Goat Stat. Wow, what is that? I don't know. Top knot. Devin for space weather, says Dan. Bobbin for apples. All of a sudden, Iceland has erupted. Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't seen much news on it yet. I saw the video was out on one of Diamond's channels. Excuse me. James Couch walked along the plane of light with the flip of a B1C. A Bic makes you melt into the couch from mind numbness. Oh, Biden OG. OG. What's OG? Makes you melt into the couch. Fat Moon. Indica, the 94.23. Top knot. Okay, I think you're smoking something there, right? Today's all day. All the sun. Let's see. Okay, I'm actually talking to each other. That's good. Eric, Solar System Scope is a cool app. Let me look for that. A Cat D8 would sure be effective, and a driver. Oh, a Cat D8. I could use one of those out in Snowflake. Touch phase 1 engaged. We are beginning to become aware of the relationship between the heavenly bodies, electric, magnetic. There's literally music, other spheres. Oh yeah. If you listen to some of the music I play on galactic grids in the videos, that's actually the sound of a space probe going through the magnetosphere, like Enceladus, Titan, Jupiter, things like that. They make some really strange sounds, but it's the magnetic field that's varying, and they record that as a sound. It's actually not a sound per se, but we're able to record it and get a sound out of it. Love the sphere sound, says Amanda B. James, see. So sort of on topic, take some time to watch SOHO and other sun-facing instruments. You will often notice sun diving objects set off flares. Yeah, there's often comments. There's comments going in. The more we know, the less we know, says New Days Always. Indeed. That's a sign of wisdom. Hello, says Shelley. How you doing, Shelley? It's a Great Life, says Jeremy. Hey, It's a Great Life. It's a great movie too, right? Yeah, let's see. Happy belated birthday, says Josie. Well, thank you. It's just 6 minutes past now. It is the 20th. And this is a somber day for me. Keith says, hello. All that's left is the Micronova. Jeremy, I don't think it's anywhere near what our friend, that's what our friend said about it. Doug Vogt. I did a video on that, by the way. It would take several trillion Hiroshima bombs to evaporate 600 feet of seawater, and it would basically melt the rocks on one side of the earth, and there'd be no life, none. Let's see. Howdy, and thank the Lord I'm not a Texas Ranger. Getting old now. Uh-oh. Wolfman Jackal, original gangster or older guy? Giant magnet for cleaning up space junk? Well, if it's magnetic, Austin is going to have to pay carbon taxes. That gum volcano. I'll never pay that off. Greg, what do you think of Doug Vogt and his research? Nothing. I've done a video on that, my friends. I don't know if you, let's see. James Couch, out there in the future or now, huh? Well, Susan says, happy birthday. Thank you, Susan Hudson. Sounds of the planet's freaky. Yeah, they are. League Project. Hey! Hey, Lou. Guess who's in the house? League Project. Rexy Bear. Says, happy birthday, bro. Well, thank you. And in Mountain Time, it's still my birthday. Lone Wolf McGreg. All right, Fanika. Man, the musical spheres is great, but the noise is up above crazy. All righty. So Rex, what's on your mind, buddy? I saw you had a really good video, and I appreciate you telling me happy birthday in the video where he's out looking with your night vision, and he had some awesome night vision video. And he had this video with this Blumenthal guy talking some really interesting topics about things Rex and I talk about sometimes. Yikes, guys. Yeah, and it brings to mind the quote by Terence McKenna. TK in the house. Yeah, Top Knot's here. He is. The quote by Terence McKenna is really, really somber. It's Terence McKenna said, we're in a symbiotic relationship with something that disguises itself as an alien invasion so as not to upset us. What? Top Knot. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Well, that's a nice little slice of a birthday present. Thank you, Top Knot. Yeah. Do malicious. Yeah, between the cake and Terrence McKenna quote, yeah, it's pretty do malicious. Hey, talk about Terrence McKenna. I'm gonna have to put on the hat Rex gave me. There we go. I got this. This, pardon me. This is an official tinfoil cap given to me by none other than Rex. This is the Marty McFly edition. And for those of you that hadn't seen it, Rex had this in his van to give to me all along, not knowing that the morning before I would ask him, hey, Rex, let's run up to the Mount Hollywood Tunnel. So I had some stories about it on to share with him, really spooky stories. And so we're talking about Marty McFly in the tunnel, and then he just happens to have a Marty McFly cap to give me. And when we're in the tunnel, what happened, Rex? And he smiled. What happened in that tunnel, Rex? Rocket Man, says Arnold. And La Tourist Viva, says Scoby. Yeah, Scoby, eh? Yeah, let's see. Steffers Shea, McFly. I like your hair, says John. Well, thank you. RT Music far out. So, light. Yes. Yes, light. He said it. Light. Stefford's knows. Hey, little light shot. So Rex and I were walking in the tunnel. For those of you that don't know, and Rex was chanting, Hugh, which is 432 hertz, which is called the God frequency. I was there later to ask him, why were you chanting Hugh, Rex? And he said, well, it's like Om. It's a very powerful chant. I didn't know it at the time. I said, Rex, that's my middle name. So I was kind of intrigued walking down the tunnel, and Rex is chanting my middle name, Hugh, which happens to be 432 hertz, which is known as a God frequency. And well, it's a good echo property, so I just belted out one of my favorite little tunes that I made up. I belted out, hey, Lou, hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. We're going to fly out a rocket into space. We're going to begin the amateur space race. Hey, Lou, hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. Kind of a calypso style Caribbean song. And what happens? I said, Halo, Rex's camera, my camera, both caught the same thing. It's in the videos. He's got it on his channel. I put it on Galactic Greg's channel. Light. Just like Rex said, light. Amplitude modulated compression waves of light. Right down the tunnel. And the amplitude modulation, these waves were like this, but they had the compression wave in it, but the amplitude modulation right on top of it. You could see it, and it was light from my voice. Hey, two cameras caught it. It wasn't a reflection on the wall because there was a curb down here, and it went over the curb. You could see it over the pavement, curb, and wall. Wasn't that weird? Hey, it's on the video. Go figure. You tell us what it was. Strange stuff, guys. I reckon you light up the tunnel, says Amanda. Well, thank you. Operation Fishbowl. Undulations. That's right, Fanika. It undulated. Undulated. So we get back. Now we were talking about McFly, Marty McFly, because he filmed that rescue scene where Doc Brown, Emmett Brown came in with the flying DeLorean and lowered down a rope, and he picked it up. And I talked about how Doc Brown was also involved in right around the corner was the Griffith Observatory. He played a cartoon character up there, and he played kind of a messianic type character in several movies. And it's all related to that area, and it was just kind of weird. And so there was just something magical about it. And that's what we were talking about, Rex. And then what do we get? We get magical stuff. And the funny thing is we were both in LA at the, Glendale. and we were there to talk about video reviews. We were there to review videos that were strange and try to decipher them. And we made our own. That's funny. Cunnilingus, how you doing, friend? Yo to you. So let's go back. What am I missing here? Ireland says Wolf Midget. So Arnold Smith says, say Rocket Man, I don't know why that after these severe weather events like Texas and Colorado Blizzard, we don't see much coverage about the events. Good point. There's some things they just don't want you dwelling on. Like, we got to get a grid hardened. These phones have some awesome capabilities. Well, what is that? Vicky, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in any human philosophy. Yeah, exactly. And the good Lord says that that we have a lot of powers that we don't know that come through Him. So it's kind of interesting, right? New days always, Greg. I refer to you recently as the crazy professor from Back to the Future. Oh, well, that's interesting. Get out my wizard wand here, right? All righty. So, Amanda, theme world is energy collected and the sky is about to show its power. If the sun spots return and the lights go out. Oh yeah, it could do that. It definitely can do that. The Iceland volcano. Yes, we have to watch that, guys. Let's see how high it might erupt. It seemed like the picture I showed, it looked like it was a flow eruption. Is it a flow eruption, or is it really throwing things way up? If Iceland go full eruption under Iceland, it's Ireland, Scotland, Wales, East Coast, Canada. Yes, England. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Vicky. Yeah, the Algor never has any rhythm. Yeah, it needs some help. Border crisis is more important. Man, the small eruptions, slow flow. Okay, that's what the picture looked like I saw. Well, let's hope it stays in that category. Is there any way I can meet you? I love your ideas, said John. Where are you at, John? Where are you? And what kind of ideas do you want to talk about? Yeah, I got a lot of ideas. Look, sis, Greg, you're full of it. You're full of them. I think our buddy Rex must have moved on. Maybe he's still here. If the land breaks, not good. Oh, that's true, Amanda. New days always says, what did I say about you? What did I say to you about the apple wood? What's it for? Amanda says, and although Ring of Fire is alive due to space weather. That's scary, right? All connects. Massachusetts, my man, says John. Okay, so in Massachusetts. Well, that's a far piece from here. Although there is somebody in this chat room who might lure me up to Maine, so maybe if I get lured in through up to Maine, I might be able to stop by Massachusetts. I've actually been in every state in the United States except for Minnesota, Hawaii, which I almost went to Hawaii, and I've not been to any state northeast of New York, so I've not been to any of the New England states. Gypsy B, well, how you be? Well, thank you. Happy joy birthday. Well, thank you, Gypsy B. Appreciate it. Applewood smoked bacon. Oh, that's some good stuff, indeed. Do what Australia did, make them turn around and go back. For the border. There you go. Vicky, Iceland has always been volcanic. Yeah, the whole island's formed from volcanic activity. The whole island. All right. I'll have to go to, I'm sure that New Day is always telling me something on Facebook. Something about this Applewood. Forgetful. Let's see. All right. Happy birthday, my man. Have a great night. Well, thank you, John. Arnold Schmidt, I say, Rocket Man, what can you tell me if there are different types of earthworms? Oh, they are. There are definitely different types of. How old are you, Greg? I'm 7. In gematria, I'm 7. Now you tell me what that means. If I'm 7 in gematria, how old am I? All right, new day is always indeed a standing open invitation. Well, thank you. So I shall have to go to Maine, folks. I'll need paperwork and learn English. There you go. And have Aussie values. Very good. Very good. James Couch. I was AFK. Somebody said bacon. Somebody said bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Right, commercial, the bacon bits. A dog, bacon, bacon, bacon. Or wait 10 years. Okay. Yeah, the United States should pay attention to that. Happy birthday, says Lady Kicks. Well, thank you, Lady Kicks. All right. And M. Moore, evening, Greg. Have you had any time to get your bus road trip ready? And happy birthday to you. Well, thank you. Not yet. Not yet. I got to get a little money together first. And my next chunk of money has got to do with my worm farm. Arnold Schmidt. Bingo. You decoded the gematria. Arnold Smith, this is the gematria decoder tonight. I'm turning 4, 5 this year, says Jason. Well, I'm 4 turning 5 this year. I totally get it, Jason. I was 6. Good for you. Yeah, Jason, I got a couple decades on you, I guess. You've come along a good fur piece there, Jason, my fellow wizard. 50 for the 7th time, says Connie. Well, bless your heart. Yeah, Connie. Cutie Connie. Steffords, what's in Maine? Well, there's a lot of stuff in Maine. Maine's kind of a lower 48 analog to Alaska, at least in temperatures and remoteness. So, yeah. And we have a dear friend that's in our chat room. Peace from Maine. New day as always. Vicky Salvage says, Connie, Greg, like me, is old enough to be legal and old enough not to worry about it. Yeah, done been over that. Sure enough. 1776, what's up? 28. Evan, I'm 20 for the 23rd time. Says Keith, there you go. Yeah, well, that's a pretty good place to be. Divine Elements. Well, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And good evening, Greg and people, says Chewy Weather. All right, Chewy Weather. Chewy Weather looks out for me. He always is watching the weather and telling me what's coming. Of course, Chewy Weather had a greenhouse that was damaged quite a bit by snow, and then mine was just a couple of days later, I believe. But we've just about got it fixed. And I'll have to get some video together. But I got to edit it, but I've got some video I have to get together on that. Didn't realize it was your vessel's birthday. Happy birthday, Uncle Greg, says Fanika. Well, it was technically yesterday now by 22 minutes my time here. But if I was out there with Connie in Denver, it would still be my birthday. Connie and our good friend Rex. Rex was in the house a bit ago. And Steina says, hello, everyone. Happy birthday, Greg. Well, thank you. Much love coming at you. Thank you. And retired commentator. Hello. Sacred Ground Society is in Maine. Okay, tell us about Sacred Ground Society, because New Days Always is doing some interesting good work. It kind of parallels some of the stuff I'm doing. So she has been a real saint trying to establish some good things up there in Maine. And maybe I should do a video with her about that, because that would make a good topic for a video. And also my friend James Mitchell is doing some similar things they were trying to. So we got several friends that's out here. I'm trying to drill my hand. Look at that. I'm just doing it subconsciously. Now I'm sending in the video I'm looking at. Now this would make a good drill platform with this little bend here. Yeah. Look at that, guys. It's also like a pistol grip. Magic wand. Amanda. When I'm 64, that'll be a long time from now, Amanda. Long time from now. Yeah. Let's see. Will you still remember me? The song I got. Will you still remember me when I'm 64? Arnold, these days are looking back. There you go. I remember the year 1964, but it'll still be 3 more before I'm 64. All right, guys. Anybody got any questions? Erica's laughing. Anybody got any questions? By the way, in case you don't know, this was a gift from Gorgeous Awesome. You might have seen their display at LeakCon. Their display at LeakCon was just like, wow, that looks beautiful crystal chandeliers and like the door curtains and just crystals and copper and holy smoke, you walk by that and your eyes would just be like stars in them. It was beautiful. Steph Roche, the one is changing you. And how is the one changing me? Beatles, says Jason. There we go. Is that a femur bone, Greg? That's all that one. That's the amazing thing. But this is actually apple wood. It's wood. And it was given to me as a gift from Gorgeous Awesome. And they said, this is an apple for the teacher. How about that? Uday's always developing a primitive, holistic retreat, medical and victory gardens. Amen. Amen. That is what she's doing. She is a busy puppy. And she's got a couple puppies. How are you 7 in gematria? Says AG. Okay. To get 7 in, what's the first way to get 7 in gematria? Back it out. Somebody's already done it. So let's see if you can repeat it. Bling, bling. Arnold Smith decoded it. At least memories no one can tax. Well, there you go. Yeah, New Day as always is she's a trooper up there. She's accomplishing a lot of stuff. So I like it when people do things like that. We got a number of people in our group and movement that are doing a lot of good things. And she's definitely out there in front doing that. And will Kamala become president? Oh, okay, so you asked the question. Will Kamala become president? I'd say yes. Who wants to argue with me? I would say Kamala will probably be president sometime within the next 4 years. A couple of goons, not puppies, almost 200 pounds each. Yeah, that's what she calls them, goons. So you're brainwashed or you are a government agent, says Scott. Now, why do you say that, Scott? Neither. All right, Scott, what's your beef? I sort, says Ellen. Oh, man, Jackal says, what time should my eyes be looking up? I'm in Sacramento, California. Oh, for that asteroid? I'd have to go back and look at it in more detail. I don't know exactly if you'd be able to see it or not. There are sky charts and things that could tell you that. I'm actually not an astronomer. I've got a lot of astronomer friends, though. Oh, shoot, hit the wrong key again. Uh-oh, says Ellen. Do you ever sleep? Asked Jessica. What is sleep? I'll sleep when I die. I take little naps from time to time at night between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Between 5 and 8 a.m. usually. On Sunday. There you go. That's a good time to take a nap. During the wee hours. About to start my diploma in conservation and land management and native animal relocation as a side unit, Australian National Parks and Wildlife. Well, salute, Amanda. That's awesome. And who sent that package? WHO is the World Health Organization. So what are we talking about here? I have a plan. Survival. LOL. Oh man. Hey, that rhymes. Greg, are you selling worms again? Give me a month. I hope to be selling them in about a month. And I got to get my website back up. And I got to do a little bit more conferring with the post office first, because I heard a rumor they were going to require you to ship everything by overnight. That would be incredibly expensive. All right, the last time I had increased prices, my prices that I was selling worms at was the prices I set in 2014. They increased the postage quite a bit every year since then. and the postage prices went up and the service went down. I'm discovering, I used to have no problem shipping worms anywhere in the country, any size packages after package. I ship a lot of worms, but it got to where all the fairly large packages they were killing them. The smaller ones would get through okay, but all the bigger ones, they tore them up. Keep me posted on the Asteroid. Did you see where I went to spaceweather.com? I may go back because we're going to have different people come in and out of the room as we go through the night. So I may go back there before we get down here. I went to spaceweather.com. We look, it's passing over 5 lunar distances away. So AG, does the moon have its own light source? No, it's reflective light from the sun. Ellen says, I have a concept idea for my art theory class that had a retreat for corporate bigwigs to get in touch with Earth again. Parked on top of one of the flattened mountain tops with pottery course. Okay, cool. Have a good feeling about it. There you go. That's the way to do it. Amanda, have a good feeling about it. Absolutely. Be positive. Wolfman says, I thought you knew everything, kid brother. I don't know everything. Even Odin. Oh, look, you know what? Odin was going around seeking knowledge and wisdom. So even when Odin has to do it, he knows everything, right? Only the greater creator, the God with a big G, he knows everything. He, she, whatever. Bloodworms on beach. Wow, mention these bloodworms on post office is a case in point of government efficiency. Hey, listen, guys, let me tell you about the post office. So I had a bill that I mailed a month ago today. Now that's the 20th here. I mailed a bill the 20th to my cable company on the 20th. And I kept looking at my bank. It didn't go through. And they sent me a late bill and they put a late fee charge on me and all kind of stuff from the cable company. Told me I had to pay it immediately. I called them today. I kept looking to see where it went through my bank. I couldn't find it. I watched it for a couple of days and I called them today. And they said, oh, it just came in the mail today. I said, oh, well, this is a letter. And it took it a whole month to get there. Wow. It took a whole month for just a little letter with my check to get to the cable company. And their office is in this town. 1 month for a letter to get from my house to a business, same town. Wow. Tells you about the post office. And as Vicki said, they're the symbol of government efficiency. All right. New Days Away said, helped deorganize our plantation town clerk. For a little over 5 years, our plantation became part of the unorganized territories. Dropped our property taxes from 28.3 cents per mil to 7% per mil. Wow. Now that's progress. See, you can accomplish something there. Very good. American mind bender. How much sunlight does turmeric need? It's really, not really so much. I've had turmeric grow in shade. It grew pretty well, but in good compost. I mean, not a deep, heavy shade, but I've had turmeric grow up under trees. It needs a lot of compost. It prefers heat for the cumin to set in. It really needs to be pretty hot. Some people grow it in greenhouses. Hey, birthday boy, aren't you going to sing us a song? Well, what are you waiting for? Well, what song do you want to hear? I'm not going to sing happy birthday myself. Odin never ceased to seek knowledge. Only the greater creator's omniscience. Exactly, Vicky. Exactly. So some people refer to the Nordic gods as mortal gods because of that. Indeed, he sought knowledge, is always seeking knowledge and wisdom. So let's see. The Tourist Viva. Oh, maddening. What's maddening? Gypsy, the person I make land payments to still doesn't have the check I mailed on the 27th of last month. Well, okay. Well, then that's still got that's only 3 weeks ago. Mine took 4 weeks to almost of the day. So it was crazy. And it was just across town. Probably was sent 2 states away first. Yeah, it might have been, Kevin. You're right. The U.S. isn't the USI. Oh, isn't what it used to be. Okay, Wolfman. I'm not sure I read that right. And New Days Always says, yes, I've been very busy in more ways than one. Yes, you have. Man to be. Well, Postman Pat obviously isn't working there, mate. Is it working there, mate? USPS, yeah, United States Postal Service. He is omnipotent as well. Yes, the greater creator. That's why I refer to the greater creator. When I refer to the greater creator, that is the omnipresent, omnipotent God with a big G. We have lots of gods. There's only big G. And we have G men, maybe we got G God. Well, that's the big one. The Most High, the very Most High. Lots of them like to think of themselves, and they refer to themselves as Most High, but there's only one truly Most High. High is relative, though, in a universe where there's no up or down. Except unless you're outside of the universe, then that's pretty high. And that's kind of how I think the greater creator would be, somewhere bigger, above and beyond anything we can conceive. Anything, and our little monkey minds can stuff between our ears. Jason Neighbors, I should check to see if Google can do direct deposit. Google? Now, Jason, yes. If you're talking about AdSense, yes, Google does do direct deposit. I have direct deposit into my business account. So you're working on getting monetized? That's cool. That's awesome, Jason. Hey, everybody, go check out Jason Neighbors. He's got a good channel. Jason does a lot of good stuff. I really adore Jason's channel. And he does live sessions, usually on Wednesday nights, just before the ones I might do. The Most High. Yeah. Fly fishing that river would be cool. And J.L. Small, it says, amen. The post office is enough to send a body postal, says Vicky. Yeah, they really, now, some of the people at our local post office are nice people, but it's those shipping centers, oh my gosh, they sorting centers, holy smoke. Hello from Texas, says Jason Beer. Well, hello, Jason from Texas. Doug Thompson. OTARD rule. OTARD. OTARD. What rule amendment allows the installation of antennas, including 5G antennas on neighboring homes without notice permit? Yeah, okay, that's weird. On your home, that should never be. Retarded. I'd get married again if I could keep her on the porch. Good luck with that. Stephers J says done. What are we done with, Stephers J? Jason Avers, I'm already monetized, but all this talk of slow postal service. Oh, are you having to send you the checks in the mail? No, they do direct deposit. They do. You can set it up. I did. Emergency injunction motion that was filed. Okay. On yesterday by the FCC in our case against the OTARD rule amendment, asking the court to stay the OTARD rule amendment from going into effect. Very good, Doug. Very good. So you are an activist. Very good. Do you have perch down there still? Oh, yeah, definitely. Fanika says Jason Evers is a good guy. Check out his channel. Absolutely. My fellow wizard buddy. Jason's bought worms from me too. And he did a video on that. On receiving his worms. Yeah. He's done the video. He's got a greenhouse. I've seen the videos from his greenhouse. Steph Shea, yes, buddy. I subbed to Jason. Yay. Good. Just subbed. All right, Jason. We're getting some subs right now. Ellen Story. If you think about it, any place that has a single day equal to 1,000 of our years, that would be pretty big. Yeah, no kidding. One of his thoughts might be big enough to equal 30,000 years. Or how about the entire universe? You know, all of our existence is just but a beat to the greater creator. Any ideas when it comes to growing coffee? Greenhouse. I don't know. Well, they grow in the mountains in some tropical areas, right? You know, they lava. If you got volcanic rock, it grows good coffee. Doug Thompson says, not me. It was a copy and paste from CHD, you know. Okay. All right. So, veracity trigger. Cool. Kevin Mirandino. Hope I got that right. Secret is within, where we've only recently begun to look. All right. The secrets is still space. Full stop. Still space. Full stop. I always got tickled by Star Trek when they would order the ship to go to full stop. Full stop relative to what? Everything in space is spinning and moving one way or another. Full stop. You know, it's a term for a boat, not a spaceship. All right, Vicky is talking to Jason. Enjoyed your video on planting blueberries. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few blueberry bushes here. If I can grow to be perfect, I'd be the Pope or a Pharaoh or a Southern Christian. There you go. Ellen's story. We have a native North American caffeine plant. Grows well in the southern coast. You're talking about chicory? All right, Ellen, help me out with that one. I don't know if chicory has caffeine. People drink it for coffee, or put it in their coffee. Louisiana coffee has chicory in it. I used to love chicory coffee. Those coffee cherry bushes need a lot of space. Okay. Never grown them. I really don't know a lot about them. Hazelnut genetic diversity. But Z sent for seed. Ellen Store says, I forget the name, but Z sent for seeds for it. Okay, now follow on that. Chicory coffee sub. Okay. Yeah, I like chicory coffee. Doug Thompson. Oxitec to release 249 million genetically modified mosquitoes in Texas and Florida, April the 30th this year. Bill, I'm going to get, oh my gosh. All right, guys, so you're going to get the genetic modification from mosquito bite. Oh, Lord. When you leave that up to Bill and Melinda. Yapron Holly is our North American caffeine producing plant. Okay. Interesting. Thoughts on high voltage? So what are you talking about, Motor? Roasted dandelion root coffee, but I don't think there's any caffeine in that, Chewy. Chock full of nuts. Yeah, that's a coffee variety I've bought. Doug Thompson, chicory makes my joint pain go away. Really? Interesting. Any new news on the Middle East? Well, there's always something going on with Iran and Israel and Syria. I had some stuff I was wanting to pull together on Iran, but we'll have to work on that some. So, Farm Girl Rebel, eating folks from rural Minnesota. We're good. Some guy developed a northern variety of what? Of coffee? Yes, I forgot my dandelion root. Yeah, I'm needing some coffee right now. New days always. Rocket Man Applewood is the key to eternal youth. Rocket Man Applewood is the key to eternal youth, says New Days Always. Then it's used in love magic and opening portals. I am reclaiming an abandoned apple orchard. Well, she's told me about some really ancient apples in her area. Rocket Man Applewood. the key to attaining eternal youth. There you go, guys. Gypsy B. Greg, I saw today that we may be getting a blast of cold and snow at the end of the month. Of course, I started my seeds from fig tree starts. Well, guys, in my area, you can always get a good hard frost or freeze up to 15 April. We had one year when the entire month of March was just hot. I mean, it got hot in March and stayed hot all month long. And the trees all bloomed out, big old leaves. And then in come the freeze and killed them all. Those trees looked like they were all going to die. It was all horrible looking. Spring, look up and see brown everywhere. But the brown leaves fell off, green leaves popped out, and the trees grew. Many lost their lives, not that I could tell. J.L. Smalley, well, good night, Mr. Greg. Hope to see you again soon. Stay strong, y'all. Well, thank you, J.L. Smalley. Appreciate it, buddy. I've seen lots of bumblebees in my garden yesterday. Not many flowering, okay? They're hunting them flowers, American mind bender. Where did you spend your 30th birthday and tell us about it? 30th. Where did I spend my 30th birthday? 1990. 1990. What was I doing in 1990? March 1990. I know what I was doing on my 31st birthday. 1990. I was working. March. I think was I on the space station contract with March 1990. I was either working for Pentastar or I was working for Grumman. Let's go back and check the exact dates on that. I think I was still at Pentastar at the time. I can't tell you what I was doing exactly on my 30th birthday, but I do know on my 31st birthday, I spent my 31st birthday at Nelson Island, and I believe that's in the British Caribbean, the British Caribbean. Nelson Island, part of the Virgin Islands. Nelson Island is the island at Treasure Island the story is based on. So I spent my 31st birthday on a 40-foot sloop in a bay of Treasure Island. How about that? Off the shore of Treasure Island. That's how I spent my 31st birthday. But 30th, I don't really remember. Fanika, and 11 years ago this month, I was in Moscow. I saw an abandoned apple orchard out in eastern Utah. All right, Ellen. You were sending worms and rockets into space, Greg? When I was 30, I wasn't raising worms yet, but I was doing space stuff. Well, in 1990, I hadn't even done my International Space Development Conference yet. I was planning it. I was working it. I was developing my International Space Development Conference, which I ran in 1993. By the way, happy birthday, sir. Well, thank you, American Mind Bender. Appreciate it. So, do you have any beehives? Well, there are beehives on my property, but they don't belong to me. They belong to a friend of mine by the name of Mo. That's what we call him for short. So Jason Avery says, when treasure hunters dynamited the mound at Spiro, Oklahoma, there was residue from making yopperin tea found in some of the earth where that didn't get looted. Thousands of years before Columbus, it was traded. Wow. The tourist viva, I clock all the wild food areas where I live. Hey, coffee. Excuse me, guys. Too much fun is bad for y'all. Be just enough fun. It's a celebration and be happy. Jason Avers, Chris Clever Craft, 7 years, give or take. Do it each year, okay. All righty. Chris Clever Craft says, wow, when I saw you peel back to make asparagus bed. Oh. apple orchard hasn't been touched in over 60 years. Since I also am 7, I plan to live to be 116, playing on my apple trees. So new days, old ways, and I are both 7. How about that? And I must say, new days always has the luck of the Irish. You know what I mean? Pure gold. All right, Chris Clevercraft. Hi, Chris Clevercraft. How you doing? Yeah. So anybody else got a question? Let's have some questions. Let's take some questions, guys. We'll go back to space weather here in a little bit. Somebody asked about it. Came in late. Jesse says, how do you allow bees into your greenhouse to pollinate plants? Well, they're serving the garden outdoors, but I could crack the door a little bit. I mean, it's not hermetically sealed, so they could get in. It's a door for them. I can do that too. But I'm really growing mostly lettuce in right now. I've had tomatoes. You can pollinate tomatoes by tapping on the buds. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me, guys. I might do some more caffeine. Hugelkultur mountain. They got 4 feet. That's good. Let's see. I do a lot of looking on the internet, hoping I can get out there soon. Maybe I can get one eye fixed and give up the computer. I can get something else done. Okay, yeah. If you nailed your computer, you need to get away from it. Hey, what, guys? I may have to take a run upstairs, grab coffee. I'm getting, this is Fried Friday. Ring Greg's Fried Friday. Why? Because by Friday, I'm fried. Means I need lots of coffee. Sounds real fun. So, guys, anybody got an issue if I jump up and leave a few minutes to go get some coffee? Y'all could chat amongst yourselves. Any objection? Let's see what you guys got to say about that. He's allowed the birthday guy to turn in. Let's allow the birthday guy to turn in. Oh, yeah, it's a get a little coffee. We can go a little bit longer. Jason and Vicky, you're going to be well fed. All right. Gypsy says, where's the best place in Alabama to get fruit and nut trees? Well, several orchards. There's a big orchard around Arab. I get fruit trees a lot of times at the dog days, believe it or not. But a lot of those come up out of Arab. Get a couple hours rest, says Chewy Weather. How much land would be needed to start a community? Depends how many people you want to put in it. You really only need 1/10 of an acre per family. Truly, but you might want more than that. I would say 1/4 acre per family would be better, at least. Is today your birthday, Greg? Well, my birthday's the 19th. So right now, here in Central Time, I'm on the 20th. The tourist, it's your birthday. Yeah, pretty close. Thank you. I was looking for plants in the desert yesterday. I came across a very productive subtle. I'm gonna have to learn desert plants, Doug. That's one thing. I'm going out to Arizona, so I'm gonna make it a point to learn desert plants like I know the plants around here and go to sleep with someone who loves you. Then play child. Oh, I didn't pay child support. That's funny. Kind of, sort of, but scary. Doug Thompson, I must have had a 1 pound of seeds. Wow. Got 360, says 9 lies. Need some worms, says Willie Howard. Well, I'll be selling worms. Just give me about a month, sometime in April, later April, probably. Might could do it sooner. We'll just see. Jason, I expect to share the wildlife. There we go. American chestnuts. Oh, I have a line of American chestnuts from big blight survivor stuff. Well, Vicky, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Let's see. I've got some nice okay. That's a cactus. I don't even know how to say that one, Doug. I have to learn that one. Go make coffee. Too bad you don't have a piece of cheesecake in front of you. Yeah, we've been talking about cheesecake lately, haven't we? Yeah, look at some pictures. Same as my wife. Happy B-Day. What? Your wife's birthday's the 19th, Kevin? I know somebody here had a birthday on the 17th. A couple people, actually. Greg, what are you buying with your stimulus check? I don't get a stimulus check. I haven't gotten one. Kevin, yeah? Okay. She's 10 years younger than me then. Now I'm hungry today, so yeah, the taco cheesecake. Hey, guys, I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll be right back. Y'all chat with each other for a little bit. Keep each other company. If anybody comes in the room, tell them, Greg will be back. Oh, well. Almost about to go bad already. Hey, Lou, I got a rocket from a balloon and off we go. Want to fly out a rocket into space. Gonna begin the amateur space race. Hey, Lou, I got a rocket from a balloon and off we go. Greg makes too much. Yeah, but I owe too much. That's the problem. Got some trays I need to get ready to seed, says James. 9 live seeds are getting hard to get. It's funny. I see I'm looking at the video. I'm not back yet. Here I see myself come back in the room now. Just how much delay there is in the system. Sprouts too much to plant. Salination is a very serious risk. So you know what I got, guys? I got ice cream. It's my birthday. Come on, guys. Can I eat a little ice cream? Actually, I'm doing a low carb diet, but I had some of this thing and it's getting kind of yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it away if I don't eat it. Just a little bit left. Hooked on Starbucks mocha triple shot. Y'all mind if I eat a little ice cream on my birthday here? Y'all got an issue with that. Buy seeds and practice planting them. Amen, Jason. Plant fruit trees and nut trees and learn your basic skills for getting water, shelter, food, and fuel. Amen. That's the best thing you can do for prepping and being prepared, you know, for hitting the fan and just life skills. Now, this ice cream is ain't much left in this thing, and it's going to go bad because I hadn't been eating on it. Actually, I scraped the top of it off and gave it to the cats. It was yeller. It had frost in here. This is getting freezer burnt. Cut my seeds and I seed. Need eaten now. Num num. Well, on that note, survive, thrive, stay out of the hive. Thank you. I need to put that on the shirt, right? There is a point in the time when counting doesn't matter. Who's counting? Amen to that. That's why I say I'm 7. Good for perspective. Happy birthday, says Nine Lives. Well, thank you. When the grocery store's empty, you're still going to have to eat. Amen. So don't be just a toilet paper prepper. Prep for life. Still searching the desert for a productive grain other than, how do you pronounce that? Subtle? Subtle? Subtle. Some woods burn faster than others. Ryder, and yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. Coffee and ice cream. Happy birthday, says Gtron 212. Well, thank you. So we're having a birthday party here, guys. And you're with me. Seeds are more valuable than gold. If you come across a productive desert grain, I'm be a billionaire. There you go. I might try to, hey, I'll have to water it, but I may be growing me some quinoa when I'm in amaranth. That's a good one. Quinoa when I'm in Arizona. I'll try some of that. North American Food Explorers has people who find treasures in abandoned fields. Soto. Did I get it right then? Soto. Soto. I learned a lesson from Texas Freeze. And I live in Southern California. There you go. Good luck on your quest. Doug Thompson, Olivia, Espanola, if you're far enough south. Okay. So, Doug, what desert area are you in? They will regulate you through. 2,000 varieties of amaranth. I've grown amaranth. It's a microgreen. Yeah. And all the balloons and party things. Kevin, thank you. Kevin is really throwing out the balloons, party stuff, the cake. Looks like a strawberry cheesecake that Kevin's throwing out here. Heirloom seeds, yes. Pop amaranth. Well, that's interesting. I might try that. I get amaranth seeds some, but they're tiny, the ones I get. Oh, you're in El Paso. I've been there. My son lived in El Paso for a couple of years. What's the name of that canyon west of El Paso? The Keeler, or how do you say that? What's the name of that canyon there? I tripped running down that canyon. Just getting myself up real good. Jogging down that canyon once. I used to jog and run. Happy birthday, young man. Food is our friend. Water is needed. Thank you. Darn McDonald's. Okay, cool. Big thing about amaranth is once you have it established, it can seed itself pretty good, I bet. Okay, it's probably kind of like these mints, right? All these mints that just seed themselves like crazy once they get started. So let's go to space weather again. 65 people in the room. Somebody asked earlier about it, so let's go back to space weather. One momentum, please. And who remembers Lily Tomlin? Yikes. We're going to get everything nested here in a minute if I leave it on here long enough. Did it? There we go. Yikes. Let's see. Am I still sharing? Did I stop it accidentally? I think I stopped it. There we go. There we go. Make that small. We look around here. So once again, the asteroids are coming up. That seems to catch people's attention a lot. So everybody keeps asking me about. So we're here now on the 20th of March. And we got one coming 0.6 lunar distance away. 2021 FH. It's 16 meters across. Which means it's a pretty good sized little chunk. The velocity is not as high as this guy. Look at that guy. That's got high velocity. High velocity means it hits a whole lot harder. But see, here's what's crazy. This one with the high velocity is huge. It's 1,000 meters. That's the one everybody's worried about. It's passing Sunday. That's a lot of velocity, guys. That's kilometers per second. 34.4, almost 34.5 kilometers per second. By that and whizzing. Energy equals 1/2 mass times velocity squared. So that's got a lot of energy in it, both in size and speed. So I would think these that's got lower velocity probably have orbits that don't go out as far as this guy. This guy goes almost to the asteroid belt. So we go back to look at him once again. And we'll go look at another one, just for comparison. So we come down here, find the orbital elements. So we can move it around. Back up here. Let's turn the screen around. Let's sit right down like that, looking straight down from the North Pole of the sun. It's on today's date. Tomorrow is the date of closest approach. You see? Looks like these two dots cross each other. Go back, it's separated. Okay, forward. Actually, those 0.6 lunar distance. Go away a couple of times and it starts separating again. This ball and that ball. This is Earth, this is the asteroid. The relative scale, this does not resemble reality, but how do you scale dots accurately on a little chart like this? So that's pretty interesting. It's going to mess us though. That's the good news. Well, this one is going 5.3 lunar distances away. Yeah, we should have went. Let's go back to it. I forgot one thing. It's got quite an angle in here. So if you look at it this way, you don't see the angle. What you do see is that this goes, there's Jupiter. It goes, you know, about a third of the way into the asteroid belt. This one's coming around at 34.4 kilometers per second. That's booking. So we got a one that's traveling slower. See what it means. This one's only 4.2. That one's 4.1 kilometers per second. So let's go look at that. That's one of the slowest ones on the chart. I expect its orbit's a lot closer to Earth's. Looks like it is. Come here and find the word orbital elements. There we go. This don't come to us until a few more days. Let's see. Here's Earth. Here's the object. This is Earth, and that's the object. we go. That's closest approach. And then we pull away. Just put it on play. All right, guys. Enough of that. But what you saw there, let's go back one more time. Shoot. The whole point of this was how far it went out. I forgot to really bring that out to you. So this thing is not going deep in the solar system. In fact, its orbit goes between Venus and Earth. It don't go out to the asteroid belt. That's why it's got a low velocity. Stuff coming in from deeper space has a higher velocity. That's it. Let's get out of this. And we will stop the share. Hey, hello. Hang a rocket from a balloon and off we go. Alrighty, guys. Go back to the chat room. See what everybody's been saying. I've been missing lots of chat. Chat's where it's at. Chuck Norris isn't afraid of no asteroid. Come on, man. Yeah, we ain't got no problem. Nothing to worry about there. Wow, lots of discussion in here. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I believe that's where I left off. I believe soon people are going to have to register the food gardens. Well, there are already some bills out there in some states to register people's animals, pets and livestock. Yeah, amaranth, nutrient dicks. One or two varieties are salt tolerant. Okay. Death Wish coffee. This is strong stuff. This has been in that pot for hours. Ooh-wee. Yeah, they want to register everything. Yeah, they say they want to track all resources. That's part of the agenda, guys. Happy Sweet 16. Well, there's a 6 eints. 6 eints and 6. How would you say off Deutsch? Eints and 6. Yeah, they say the numbers backwards to us. Eints, 6. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Isperische Kleindeutsch. Prickly pear cactus is more productive than corn. It produces something edible every season. Wow, that's interesting. Constitutional carry. Amen to that. Yep. Oh, yeah, I showed it chroma hole earlier, the first time I went through there. Asteroid is no match for Chuck Norris. Some varieties of sorghum are adapted to dry conditions. I love sorghum. Love sorghum syrup. decided to start sharing because they are watching all of us all the time. That's about right. How do scientists know how fast we are traveling through the universe if it doesn't have a center? Well, that's a good question. Everything's relative to something. They might pick a point that we're coming away from. We're traveling towards something called the Great Attractor. Maybe it's a black hole. Galaxy's going to get sucked into. Hope not. Fanika. Ellen story, I hope. Okay. Chris Clevercraft. So I might as well share myself and be part of the community that shares my interest. Genetically modify a cactus. It's got something to do with pricking things and sharing DNA that way. Ring Regs, did you see the Biden green screen fake? No, I didn't watch his press conference. Maybe I should have. Maybe we know how fast we're expanding. Well, there's that. But you got to pick a point you're expanding away from, in a sense. There's the Hubble constant, supposedly. What is still in space, says Kelvin? Everything. Earth's in space. Goes around the sun. Everything's in space. We're just sometimes what we call space is what's not on Earth, but that's kind of a limited perspective. I'll not be making any videos on my retirement property, okay? One of those video gardeners on Southern California had the law called in him by his neighbors, supposedly because they thought he was growing weed in his house. I've heard that sort of thing. We shouldn't make videos about how much money you keep in your house. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be keeping a whole lot of money in your house anyway. Or imploding was close. All right. Yeah, it does videos that show you where to hide your valuables. Yeah, they give everything away, don't they? It's legal to grow, I thought. Wait, was it ice cream? It was. Question is was. What's up, cousin Greg? Says Ken. Yeah, it was ice cream. All I was showing y'all the universe. I was finishing the bowl here. Felt like I was a little rude eating in front of y'all guys, so I went ahead and went to the weather. Gotta mop it up a little bit. I think it's about cat licking phase here. Anyway, let's see here. Ken says, I'm telling you the secret to space travel is full stop. Full stop. Well, that's a strange concept. Full stop. That's just what they always said on Star Trek. Greg, do you want some heirloom wild sorghum seeds? Well, hey, you know what, Doug? It's like a plan since I'm heading up to the desert. I wouldn't argue with that. My address is 112 Stillwell, STILWLL Drive, Tony, Alabama. 35773. Might as well tell you because it'll be all over my website. My Alabama address, that is. Let's see here. Drops Family Garden. That's not just the ones closest to use. Much for us, it's the ones that can impact our neighbors that affect us. Oat milk cream is delicious. Better racetrack. Fanika, I mean smart fellers. Do you know you're eating baby cow milk? What was frozen? Chris bought it in 1993. Hippo travel to the center of the universe at same velocity, hypo. Same velocity match our expanse. You're now at full stop. Oh. Match our expanse. Well, okay. If you got it lined up along the right vector, sounds like me launching a balloon off the deck of a boat. You get the boat to travel the exact same direction and speed as the wind. Then you have a zero net wind across the deck of the boat. I've done that. Oh, okay. All right. Whoa, we got a super chat. I have to go down in a minute and see who that came from. I'm still up here reading those. Chuck Norris is well aware of his mortality. Well, yeah, he got that. What are the astral fireballs? I don't know, Gypsy. Greg, yeah, I just sent you a dress. It's all Cal's fault. Fanika says. Yeah, it's funny. Colorado wants to make it illegal to mate your livestock the way it's been done forever. Oh my gosh. Colorado's getting out of the joint because we're in the joint. A Fishers and Lowe's last. Greg, what was that thing? What thing? Happy birthday, young man, says Chewy. Thank you, Chewy. Yes, Cal Belches, Vicky. That's right. I'm drinking Reishi Kate tonight. It's not why I used to, but not too bad. Okay. If you delete that, overcooked coffee with a little bit of hot water, the burnt bitter taste will lessen. If you delete the overcooked coffee, a little bit of hot water. I got it. Silver Eagle, they don't want a gun. Yeah, public from hyperinflation heads. Cow burps. Gas and cow burps. Bounce laser off the moon. All right. Yeah, they don't want us to defend ourselves. Amanda says that ownership is high in Australia. Just a license required. Good enough, correct safety. Storm there. I don't want to read it. I almost enunciate every word I read. I get in trouble when I say certain things. 9 lives. Germinate your seeds on wet cotton. They will germinate quick. Almost has me thinking of a song. Excuse me, guys. Fold space. Yeah, we talked about folding space. Wormholes. Full of space. Go from one dimension to the other. Just right across from each other and different in time. And what you got? You got a wormhole. Take you somewhere, sometime else. Hopefully not in the middle of a dinosaur nest. Fishes and Loaves. My dad spoke in German in his sleep. Did it count sheep in his sleep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and on. But Greg actually knows the math. There you go. The rotation looked like the inner ring to give perspective. 3. Rotation of what? Okay, I'm not with you now. In a while, I typed so fast, way too fast. To get ahead of yourself. Oh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, it's coffee. I'm a little too late getting into it. That ice cream was part of space, says, yeah, well, it's space and everything. Mr. Oh, okay, Jason Abrams. Oh, you know what they say about cat licking. I know one thing I said about cat licking. All mass has energy because all mass is moving, known as invisible. Okay, Doug. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Doug. I had a girlfriend from Alabama when I was a teen, says Wolfman Jack. All right. All right. Kevin Marindino. I said too bad. Full stop. Sleep on it. Yeah, I need to get some sleep soon, don't I? Drops Family Garden. All right. Fishes and Loaves. Wow, yikes. Drops Family Garden at that. Why do you think Pelosi has DC on lockdown? It's not for our sakes. We can bet on that. It's not for our sakes. Phone Hamster. That's a funny name. More rocks on the side of the galaxy makes it more heavy on the side. Yeah, that much space between the stars. A lot of space between the stars. Zoom in side view. Well, I'll do that. Side view. Yeah. If we need to know that we'll need a license to pass gas. Greg, like my son, I can't touch that comment with the 20-foot pole. What comment did I make? My German great-grandmother was simple, but no one ever messed around her too much to find out. Problem with folding space is find the corners. There you go. Yeah. Well, see, another thing is, if it's all the space and you fold it all, it gets out in infinite directions. How does that work? It takes a lot of energy to fold all that over, unless it's already folding. It creases in between the holes. Wasn't recently a black hole that disappeared. I don't know. Someone spiked my coffee. Hell, was sleeping juice, it looks like. My coffee putting me to sleep, guys. If you can grow hair, you're not a dinosaur. Oh, man. You're into, I imagine that means not if you can grow hair. Whoever says a dinosaur. I believe I can grow a little hair. Seems like. Vicky, let's see. Fanika, Greg, have you ever had quincy fruit? I don't even know what that is. Chick salad. Off to bed. Sorry, I can't burn this midnight oil. Okay, Jessa. Excuse me, guys. Time is it? It's 1:40. 1:30. So we started out at about 11:20. So that means we've been going about 2 hours. Okay, maybe about time to call her a quit here. Off to bed. Sorry, I can't burn this midnight oil. Yeah, you're right, Jess. I may be right behind you here in a minute. Angels on your pillows. Pretty good. Well, I caught up the comments, so I had to scroll past several. Alrighty, guys. Let me finish this coffee off here. That's some interesting coffee, like burnt motor oil. Interesting. Oh, Greg. Oh, Lord, Greg, you need to hit the hay, man. Yeah, we're heading there in a little bit. We're heading there in a little bit. Hey, that's what's Fried Friday, man. I'm fried by Friday. That's the whole thing up. My Friday, I'm fried. Fried Friday. Green Greg's and ham. Fried Friday. There we go, guys. Night. Y'all blessed. Well, thank you, None Lies. Kevin and Chris, seriously, I think that's how. Interesting. Alrighty, guys. Anybody have a prayer request? We always will be praying for Granny Lana's granddaughter, Kaylee. Anybody got a prayer request? We're about to call it a night here. Later, y'all don't take any wooden nickels. You got Ellen Story, Alaska, Michigan, and Ohio, and their land resettled. Pastor Washington, correct direction. What's this full stop? Yeah, we got to figure out what that correct direction is. Well, yeah, I'm about headed. I like the long loose McQuaid hat, okay. Alrighty, guys. Say a quick little prayer for Granny Lana's granddaughter. Wait, whose granddaughter? Yours, Greg. My granddaughter's not in here. We're saying a prayer for somebody else's granddaughter. Pray for the people. You need a new child support payment. Now I really got you thinking, says Kevin. Yeah. Depends on which way the cosmic wind's blowing. Alrighty, guys. Say a quick little prayer here. Pray for our country. Wow. Marshall Dillon from Gunsmoke. All right, guys. Vicky says, drop. I fear you're right. I listen to Curtis Stone and then spend time tracking down his references. Yep, Curtis Stone. I had him on this channel. Yeah, thank you, Rich Spirit. All right, guys, let's call it a night. It's been great. It has been great. It's been good. I thank you all for being here in my neighborhood. Thank y'all for coming and for chatting, for being friends and family. Some of y'all gave super chats, and I thank you for that. So, all right, with all that, I'm going to call it a night. So I want to say yeehaw, and thank you very much, everyone, and good night.